Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Big Tona, 1/3 of Naturally Born Strangers. F-Dub. Yes, sir.
Who's up and coming? Who's got next? This is...
Allow me to introduce myself.
How would I describe my sound? Very unique, original. Like, I've always taken pride in the fact that I had a very unique, distinct voice, and you can separate it from a lot of music that's out there. So I take like pride in not only making it sound sonically as unique as my voice, but making sure the two complement each other when the music comes together. So unique. How long have I been doing this? If I were to just give you one answer, it'd probably be a good straight 12 years consistently. But hip hop has been like forever, since I was very young. Like, I come from a very deep musical lineage of like family. So as deep rooted as it is, I've always been around hip hop, music, gospel, DJs, producers, the whole nine, man. So yeah.
This time next year, they all be right back. It's where souls get forever took. The rap game stay forever look. I'm outside, stay forever cook. Big Tone, forever cook.
Some of my early influences come from not only just the neighborhood rappers that I knew. Like, my brother and cousin were part of a group called Freaks of Reality. And one ironic story about them being a group together is 20 years when they got nominated for a song called Chilichalachilo. Do your history if you haven't heard that. Song called Chilichalachilo. They got nominated for best rap category, and then 20 years later I happened to win that same award, man. So the lineage just somehow always like parallels and finds its collision course back to my musical roots, man. So some of those influences, and then like just early, you know, Toronto pioneers, man. Maestro, Socrates, like just being able to see them around and them embracing. Most importantly, Cardinal and those guys like embraced us. We were the class that came after them, but they always took us in like the stepchild, man, and just always made sure we felt comfortable on the scene. So that's why like those guys were pivotal, not only in building the foundation of the scene, but helping me develop my style as well. If we talking about outside sources though, everything from like Jay, Nas, Big Daddy Kane, like rap-wise, and then like eclectically, I like to pull from sources like say like Miles Davis, Kamasi Washington, just even Green Day, just alternative things, like, you know what I mean, that comprise like my music style right now. So all of that like embodies the music that you hear today.
For the delivery, Hennessy and that shit fermented. Can't stand shit I used to tolerate. Relationships and money, watch it dissipate. Integrate, push the bands.
My creative process is like, it varies now. Now it's developed into me just kind of going in the car, taking a ride around the city, and kind of just keeping my phone on voice note mode, and I'll just let it run for the duration of the time that I start the drive to wherever I end up. Sometimes it's just no destination. I'll just let it run. And I'll just keep rhyming. Like, sometimes the idea is not even there, but like, I'll just keep formulating thoughts. Sometimes I even develop like little hook patterns, and I'm like, that can be something. So by the time I'm finished the actual drive, once again, no destination, I'm finished the drive, I'll take like, it might be an hour worth of voice notes, and I'll just listen to it and start piecing together my rhyme like that, along with the hook and the melodies and whatnot. So that's been my process as of late. And as far as I can remember though, I used to just sit in the room with a notepad and just write, like, but again, while you're in motion, I find that you pull from influences of being just around the city, like, and especially when you're outside of the city, seeing different scenery, different environments, like you get to pull inspiration from those different places, and you're not even exactly sure. It's so impulsive, you don't even know where those thoughts come from sometimes, but like just being in a different environment helps you piece that together. But majority of the writing is done in the car, so that's like the mobile studio right now.
How do you stay creative, A, with the trends, right, and B, with content, like having stuff to write about? How do you stay creative?
For me personally, like when we discuss the culture and the art form, like the art form is, for me anyway, from the very inception of the idea to the time that we actually put it out there and the consumers get it. Like that creative process, if you're not a creative, you don't understand how much we need that outlet. That's the art form of it. For me personally, I need it, because if I'm not consuming my day or certain parts of my day with time like that, who knows what I would be doing. Like, to be honest, like it saved me in so many different forms and facets of life. So it's kind of therapeutic in the sense that I need this outlet to create. Like I have to, that's where it comes from, most of it. And I continue to get inspiration from just everything around me. Like as you start to get older and as you start to grow in the business, I don't understand why somebody would start thinking about falling back. Like you're getting older, you're getting wiser, you're actually developing your skill. At one point, I didn't even know how to project my voice properly. Now I know how to throw it across the room, take the bass out. I could do so many things with manipulating my voice, and I learned that over a time period. So as you start to progress and as time goes by, like you get a lot sharper with your skill. Like, so there's absolutely no reason for me. I'm not gonna blow my Achilles rapping. So it's like, I'm gonna do this as long as I have a functional brain to do it, God willing, you know? So absolutely, I pull inspiration from just being a creative, man.
Super duper fly. I say, yo, me, I'm super fly, super duper fly. Throw your hands in the sky, keep them super duper high. See, it's a fucked up time in my city on the rise. Have a van full of vice lords.
Something that would shock people about me is I have a fraternal twin brother. Not identical, but when we were younger, we used to dress identical and people will have a hard time like separating us. And we were young, blonde hair all over our arms and hair, like, and our head. And we look very identical, man. A lot of people don't know because they don't really see us out. He lives a completely different life outside of music and entertainment. So they don't really see us together, but when I let people know that, they're just like, interesting. Because they somehow have this idea like, I got this from G.I. Joe, actually. That's all. Yeah, I got this from G.I. Joe in the sense that, you remember the two twin brothers? And one used to get hit and the other one would feel it. I'm like, it's not like that with twins. I don't know what he's going through right now. I have to call him and figure that out. So it's not like that with twins, but we have a dope connection. We talk every day, man. So yeah, being a twin is, it's its thing.
Men now, do you still look the same or do you
No, completely different, completely different. We all like, he can barely scrape a beard together. You know what I mean? I'm fully grown. But yeah, that's my other half, man. 3 minutes before him. I came to Earth 3 minutes before him. Biggest mistake I've ever made. I was thinking about that on the way here, and the thought process that I've been on, like for the past, I don't even want to gauge it time-wise, but all of the mistakes I have made are huge and critical because they've created like ripple effects towards certain timelines in my life. So I don't like the mentality of thinking about a biggest mistake. I just want to know, I talk about big mistakes as collectively all of them were valuable in like who I am now. Those mistakes have turned into my experiences, and like all the experiences I have right now have turned into my knowledge. And the only way I can actually be able to talk and elaborate about that with other people, especially the youngins that look to me like for certain advice, I had to have walked the path. Like I had to have went through those mistakes. So there's not one that was the biggest. They're all collectively like huge and massive. And it's all about, it's about finding a place to not internalize that, but like, yeah, just collectively improve, man.
I done took too many L's to not be in the driver's seat or that foreign car with the beige lapel. That's why I splurge on a dope boy fits as well and talk heavy to these niggas tip and break the scale.
Fastest way to make me angry, let's say just showing up late. Show up late. I'm punctual as hell. Everyone knows that about me. You want to get me angry? Show up late. Absolutely. Have me sitting outside waiting on you. That'll do it. My family's nickname for me is the captain. My step-pops gave me that. Called me the general of the house, and you know, just kind of surveying the property and the neighborhood, man. So he calls me the captain. Salute, Godfrey. My hidden talent. I'm an excellent visual director, man. Like people don't know that about me. Like a lot of the creative concepts that go behind my videos, I'm the one who puts them together. I come up with them, write direct them. Sometimes I won't even fish for the credit for them. I'll just like give it to the director, but I've always been able to do that. Like, and I think that's a special talent because, you know, majority of the videos I see kind of fit this format. I figured out a way to, I've been doing this for a long time actually, creatively, like spawn the idea, put it together. I feel like the way I put it together, like, is a talent on its own, man. So definitely people do not know that because like I'm not in front of the camera taking that credit all the time, but I will start doing it.
Yeah. Look, move militant, let the lease slide. That's how we stay on the east side. Yeah, I'm the GOAT, so I beast mine. Can't lead a game with a peace sign. Truly, I'm over it. Niggas been snaking, faking, can't get down with Kid Cobra shit. Can't lay my energy to it, promote this shit. No debating, we don't vote or provoke this shit.
What's coming up next for me? Personally, outside of the music, this year I've been able to do like a lot of voice work campaigns. So I did the Good Life Fitfluencer campaign. It's been playing all over television. If you use cable, it's there. It's on YouTube as well.
What makes a fitfluencer a fitfluencer?
Actually, during COVID, I did like a campaign for No Frills. People don't know. They made a rap album. Whoever in marketing is over there is, I don't know how they came up with that, but yeah, a bunch of Toronto legends are on that album.
Make sure to wash your hands and all. Stay 6 feet at least. Or
6 feet. Let's keep
physical distance.
So that actually was the gateway and the segue into me doing a lot more voice work as it cycles back to me with the distinctive tone, like, you know, being able to manipulate your voice. I don't do the voiceovers with this tone, but got a lot more voice work coming up. That's what's going on. Musically, just non-stop. I can't even like I'm gonna be working on so much distinctive and creative, innovative like projects coming up between the end of this year and 2024 early. As of right now, I have Lower East Side out. It's produced by Bird and Keys. Shout out to Bird and Keys. That's on all digital streaming. Cooking is out, produced by Mike Gon K. Amazing record. That's out on all digital streaming platforms right now. It's all leading up to a project that I have called Henny on the Congregation. My homegirl Vanessa used to just have these inbox jokes about whenever we came to a crossing point, we would just say amen or just spill a little Henny on the congregation. Yeah, and I turned it into a project. So that's coming like sometime early next year. So just be on the lookout for that. Up until then, it's just gonna be a bunch of singles leading up to it and maybe some random impulsive like joints in between there at some point. So be on the lookout for a lot more music, like in influx. My name is Tona, aka Big Tona, and I just introduced myself.
It's over with.